Hi guys, welcome to simplyhike.co.uk. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the women's Berghaus Torridon 60 rucksack. This rucksack is perfect for Duke of Edinburgh, backpacking around the world, or just a weekend hiking. Let's go through the specs, shall we? So, the bag itself is 60 litres, so that includes the top part, the main core, and the 2 pockets. So yeah, really great size for, as I say, for weekends away, or if you're doing your Duke of Edinburgh. The material is a nice strong material on the outside, so it's going to be really hard wearing, so no matter what you wear, you're doing, what sort of climate that you're going to be walking in, you can bash it to hell and back and it will survive. That's really cool to see in this rucksack. It's really strong material. Let's go through some of the key features. You do have the old, if I undo that actually, on the side here you do have the pole grip system, so if you've got walking poles, you quite literally just unvelcro that bit, put your poles in there, tighten up the velcro, and then they just sit happily on there. Obviously you've got your traditional features that you see on most rucksacks. You've got compression straps on the side and on the top part there, so obviously then you can put roll mats, sleeping bags, whatever in there, or to stop things from rattling around, make it sure it's nice and tight and nice and secure. You obviously too have 2 mesh pockets on the side there as well. So for your water bottles, if you're like me, I have my my sleeping bag on the outside, my down one, so that will fit in there nice and securely, and working with the strapping on the side as well, you can secure it as well, so it's going to be nice and secure in that, and that's mainly using the elasticated top part as well, so whatever you put in there, it's going to hold it nice and steady for you. Right, yeah, so you've got those 2 systems there. If I show you the actual pockets themselves, so you've got one on that side there. Now they're really nice and big, so yet again you've got your maps in there, your GPS system, you're quite literally your grab and go items, so you can pop them one in there, and then you have the other one there for you. So yeah, as I say, as you can see, nice and spacious. That's really a nice feature to have on this rucksack. Right, let's just do that. Perfect. Just do them up and make sure that's all ready. Right, so let's take a look at the bottom segment of the rucksack itself. So, as you can see, it's nice and spacious in the bottom. So what you will notice is this part here. Basically, this is a separator. So this separates the bottom from the top part of the bag. So if you've got dirty boots, dirty clothes, especially if you're doing DV, you can separate the clean from the dirty. So yeah, to be fair, or if you just want to, organise your bag a little bit better, you can do that as well. But the good thing about this, it does open up, which I will show to you now. Just purely by unzipping it. Has now given me access from top to bottom of the rucksack. So rather than have it in 2 separates, you can also have it as one big space. Now that's a really great thing, because 9 times out of 10, especially when I'm backpacking, what I want is normally at the bottom of the bag. So it's a really cool feature to have, so I don't have to rummage all the way through the top. I can get access from the bottom as well. What's also a nice little feature about this is that you can actually completely take that part off as well, so giving you a little bit more freedom, so then you can kind of roll it up and stick it on the bottom there. So that's pretty cool, and I think that's a really nice little feature, especially it's a little bit tech to see in that bag. Yeah, it's really cool to see that. So let's do that up, and then I'll talk about the front parts. So if I unclip that, so yeah, lay that there like that. As you can see, it's nice and spacious in the rucksack itself. As I say, this is going to be where obviously the core of your gear is going to go. So as I say, at the moment I've got it as one big, but obviously one big space, but you can zip it in half there, so then you've got your 2 separates. So even when as a separate, you get quite a lot of room in there, especially for all your, all your hiking and all your walking gear. What I will just briefly show you, if we can. Oh, I nearly dropped it then. This system here, this is for your hydration pack. So if you do have a hydration pack, whether it be Source, Camel, as I say, it's very universal. Pop it in there, and then at the top part here, shall we demonstrate? Yeah. That's where obviously your tube can come out, and then you can attach it to your straps, and away you go. You've got yourself your hydration pack and your water. So no need to take another separate bag, just purely for your hydration. So that's a really nice feature that this bag has got. Also, traditional drawstring as well, just to keep everything nice and safe and secure. Now let's take a look at the back, shall we? So I'm going to start from from top to bottom. So the first thing you will notice, yet again, it's very traditional in most rucksacks, storage at the top. Now this has got quite a lot of room in there. So yet again, you've got the munchies, you know, you want to have your crisps or anything, you know, your lunch in there, you know, ready to grab and go. Yet again, you could probably fit your maps in there, your GPS system, your mobile phone, anything, yeah, pretty much anything can go in there nice and snug as well. That's a really nice thing to have, and as I say, you've got quite a lot of open space there as well. So directly underneath it is where your rain cover's kept. So obviously the bag itself does have a water repellency to it, but if it absolutely starts hammering it down, obviously you want to protect anything and everything, especially if it's really windy. You don't want it to kind of lift that up and then go into your bag. So you just cover the front part of your bag, and that will keep everything nice and dry. And that is just stuffed in the bottom part of the top storage. That's really cool. Right, so the key feature really when it comes to the back system is the A-Trax adjustable system on here. Now, you can see these rivets, or these, should we say, these bands of material on here. The way that this works, you just untake this bit off, and then that frees up the adjuster part on the top. And then if you want to lower it, if I just pop it through there, bit of Velcro, boom, and away you go. Now the bag is adjusted. How easy was that? So there's nothing to pull on, there's nothing to, you know, quite literally to measure out or anything like that. It is quite literally as simple as a bit of Velcro, pull it out, and then choose where you want to, what band you want to put it in, and away you go. And that's going to give you nice adjustment there. And that's you know, works really well with the foam system that you do also have in the straps themselves. They are thicker and they are thinner in areas. This is to give you a much better fit. So working with the A-Trax system, you're going to get a lot of comfort and a lot of use out of the back system on this rucksack. And again, the same rules apply with the hip straps as well. They're going to be thinner in areas and they're going to be thicker in areas. This is just so you get a better fit and a better comfort, to be fair, overall. Obviously you do have the chest strap system, so you can attach that, clip that. You can adjust it ever so slightly using these three parts here, so you can raise it or lower it as well. And there's no, like, you know, on some of them you can kind of go up and down on the side part with them. There's nothing like that, but as I say, this is a bit of a traditional bag. And obviously you've got the traditional clips that you get on any normal rucksack. Now obviously this bag here is ladies specific, so really all that means is the chest strap is slightly lower, or can be raised slightly lower and slightly higher, but it's all about the actual width of the straps themselves. They're slightly more inward, so they're not as broad, so they're going to be a lot more comfortable for you, especially if you are petite. I would definitely recommend this sort of style of bag, a women's fit. So there we go, that's the rucksack from Berghaus. For any more information, please visit us at simplyhike.co.uk.